Hi, welcome on the stream. I'm doing a bit of cleaning right now and then I will move on to sharpening. Yeah, sharpening and that's it. Not much planned for today. Okay, glass. Right now it will be more cleaning than sharpening. I can put on my apron. I am sometimes thinking that maybe I could move the workbench a bit forward because I don't have a lot of space in here. Okay, I will take this. And I'm missing some bits, I'm not sure what happened to them. Maybe they are laying somewhere in here. And this goes in here. This will have to wait for the grinder because I want to reshape that edge. And I believe this is much out of proper angle. Yeah, that would take a lot of work on just the stone. Hello, Atom. And right now there is no one else in here. The stream just started. Today I will do some sharpening and not much else. I don't really have anything else planned. I do have something planned. I haven't been around dealing with something. Yeah, I'm also dealing with stuff. Like not some like complicated stuff, but just taking care of, you know, doing stuff at the house. And I always feel so tired recently. I don't have the energy to do anything. I'm dedicating all of my energy to other stuff, and all of my hand condition. Like right now, it's healing a bit, so it's not as bad as it was yesterday. But yeah, yesterday or even no, yesterday in the evening. Today in the morning it was fairly good. But yesterday I could bend my fingers comfortably, maybe this much. And if I were to bend them further, I could feel the skin getting, getting tension and then breaking. Not very good. I think it's mostly because of gypsum and also all the other kinds of dust, but mostly gypsum. It's very drying. Okay, now this space is fairly clean. Deep cleaning, some circular casting for a device. Yeah, it was a bench grinder, hand crank bench grinder, and I have it over here. Oh, no, not this way. It still needs a new wheel. And the sound maybe is not the best, but I think it will be completely functional. Also, looks like some oil got on this part. Probably from inside the gear compartment. And that means I will also have a lot of oil in here on the desk. Yeah, I ordered a new wheel. It should arrive tomorrow. So tomorrow, sadly not on stream, but I will get this ready. I will install, well, assuming it will arrive tomorrow before the stream. I will install the wheel on the grinder, and then I will have to dress it. So like make even out the surface and everything. And dressing supposedly is a very messy process, so I will do it off stream outside, like in the open air, because I don't want to put a lot of wheel dust in here in the workshop, and also like better ventilation for like lung reasons, respiratory system reasons. So yeah, this part, the dressing part, I will do off stream, and then on Thursday it should be completely functional. So I could do some grinding, some like some edge reshaping, and especially I wanted to use it for this one because this is the bevel is supposed to be roughly 32 degrees, and it's much different than 32 degrees. And also I would like to have a bit of camber, or at least a bigger bit of camber, because right now there is some camber, I think. So it's a curvature this way. I think there is a bit of camber, but it's barely noticeable. And on this kind of plane, and this is from this plane. I'm not sure how it's called, probably 4-plane. But yeah, on this kind of plane, this very big plane, the camber, I believe, is supposed to be fairly big because it's one of the first tools that that you would use for preparing the boards for any kind of project. So it should be fairly aggressive, and for aggressive planing, you need a fairly big camber on the edge. And I could do that on a stone or on a sandpaper, but the bench grinder should be much quicker. And also, hand crank bench grinder is less likely to burn the edge, to like remove the temper, remove the temper from the edge, because it's not as fast as electric grinder. And also, it has a infinitely variable speed, because you can just decide how fast you want to spin it. So that's quite nice. And it can go back in here. Okay, so manual sharpening. I will need this, 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 and I want to sharpen this iron. And I 3D printed a wedge with 32 degrees. I should be able to put this, and that should provide me with a reliable angle, reliable and repeatable angle. Because I'm not very good at doing stuff like that, at keeping a consistent angle. I'm always kind of putting steeper and putting the iron steeper and steeper, because I'm like I put the iron too low, and then I'm kind of chasing the correct angle, and then I'm overshooting it. So I'm sharpening at this steeper angle, slightly steeper angle, and then for the next sharpening, I do the same. So it's getting gradually steeper and steeper. What did I do with the tool for the screw? Oh, it's in here. Okay, let's see. Maybe I could just glue it to the table. I should have a double-sided tape somewhere. Somewhere, maybe. Possibly. Maybe not. I think I was actually using double-sided tape maybe a week ago. And then I have no idea where did I put it away. Okay, can I do it with a table that's not double-sided? Where do I have non-double-sided tape? Oh, okay, let's use electrical tape. Huh. So yeah, tomorrow I should have a wheel, and then I also ordered a couple different cords for the dressing gown, because today I got a delivery of another cord, and it was no good at all. Like, the color was completely off, and the texture also left quite a bit to be desired. Why is it so hard to find a cord like that? This would be fairly acceptable. Maybe it's too bright, but other than that it would be fairly good, but it's 3 millimeters, and I think it would be definitely better for with 5 millimeters. I don't think this would cover. Dzień dobry, Arkwood. So yeah, I don't think this would cover the pocket opening, and this is the worst part, I think, because for the frog closures, I think it would be fine to use any kind of thickness. 3 millimeters would probably be good enough, but for the pocket opening, I have to have something that would cover the overlap. Where in Polska? Where in Polska? Województwo kujawsko-pomorskie. Okay, this now shouldn't move, and let's try to continue. Also, did I say Hello East Side? I was born in Warsaw. I was, I think, once in Warsaw, or in Warsaw, if we are sticking to English. Or maybe 2 times, I don't remember anymore. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of big cities. I was studying in Gdańsk, and yeah, I hated that. There are too many people. We can stick to English. My English is much better. I don't like proximity of like big number of people, or just any people in general. I would prefer to live in a countryside with the closest neighbor at least half a kilometer away, and preferably also surrounded by trees, so I even like half a kilometer away I wouldn't see them, even in a distance. I think this is slightly off. Like this is not 90 degrees. Do I have a square? I have a square at my home. To each their own. I don't have anything in here. Okay, at least this, the screwdriver. Yeah, right now I live at my family home in the suburbs, and in here I already feel like there are too many people. I just don't like crowds. Also, when I go out on a walk or something with someone, I prefer when I'm going with just one person. Two people are acceptable, but three and more is already a crowd, and I'm not really comfortable. Okay, I don't think this is quite straight. Whatever. Let's see. Okay, from this side, looks like it's going this way. And from this side also looks like it's going the same way. So it's probably actually going this way. And this can go back here. I could probably, to this wedge, I could probably also add something that would stick out, like a step or something that would provide me with some kind of reference point, reference surface that would show me which way is 90 degrees towards the surface. Of course, I wouldn't always use it because sometimes I want to put a bigger camber, so I would do this. But just to have some reference points. Yeah, this PLA on wood doesn't work very well. What happens if I put some silicone oil in here? Maybe a lot of silicone oil? Have you seen Rob Kosman YouTube video of freehand sharpening? Yeah, and I'm just not very good at things like that. I was actually freehand sharpening for like most of my woodworking, and I'm still not very good at that. Like I always end up starting slightly lower, so you know there is the bevel, and I end up slightly lower, and then I kind of pull the end up to chase the correct angle, and then I'm overshooting the angle. So I'm sharpening at slightly steeper angle, and then on the next sharpening I'm doing the same. So it's over multiple sharpenings the iron is constantly going higher and higher. So right now I'm not quite as away from the from this is at 32 degrees, so I'm not quite as much away from 32 degrees, but on this one, an older one that I was sharpening many times, this is out a lot of degrees out. The other iron I will have to regrind, and I will use this bench grinder that I was restoring the day before yesterday. But first I need a new wheel for that, because this is the, well, I don't know if this is the original wheel. I doubt that, or I don't even know if they came with wheel included. But yeah, this is the wheel that came with the bench grinder, and you can see that it's very old and very used up. So I ordered a new one, and it should arrive tomorrow. So yeah, I tried freehand sharpening, or tried. I was through freehand sharpening for multiple years, or I tried to learn for multiple years by like putting it into practice, and I'm still not very good at it. So right now I'm trying different things, and this is my my attempt. How I think it's what I think would improve my sharpening, would make it easier. And there is an ad. Ads in progress. And yes, should be over. This could probably also use some grinding, some slight grinding, or maybe just on a reshaping on a sandpaper. But some time with the stone, and it should get back to the correct angle. And also try and error until you get sharp tools. Well, when I was sharpening freehand, my tools were sharp, but they were like gradually performing worse and worse, because I was gradually going going out from a desired angle. And I think this is especially the like proper angle is especially important for planes. I don't see that much of an issue with chisels. I don't think I will use this for chisels. Chisels I will probably still freehand. But yeah, the for plane irons, I do want some kind of help, some kind of guide. I think the problem with my freehand sharpening, with like Rob Kosman's videos you mentioned, is that I'm just not very good at muscle memory, at developing muscle memory. I'm like doing something for possibly multiple years, and then I'm still not very precise at it or anything. And I also have a problem with learning how to type very fast. I'm just not able to type very fast. Up until a couple years ago, I didn't know how to type properly at all. Then I decided that it's finally time to learn. And I, touch type all of the fingers on the home row and everything. So I started to learn how to how to type like that, and then I got up to, like, I don't know, 40 words per minute. Yeah, words per minute, right? And yeah, 40 words per minute, and then I just couldn't get any further. Also, this does seem to work fairly well, the oil, silicone oil. I wasn't sure about putting the oil on the wood, because those are just pieces of wood. How would the oil and the silicone oil, and specifically, would interact with the wood? But yeah, this seems to work quite well. Seems like the stone is getting smoother. I was using this stone constantly as a very aggressive stone because it's the newest stone, newest diamond stone, so it's still in the break-in period. It's fine stone, and here I have a coarse stone, and the fine stone was, at least in the beginning, was cutting quicker than the coarse, but I think it starts not being the case anymore. At least in the middle in here, maybe a bit still at the end. I could probably design this a bit better, like make some kind of divots in here for the cams, because just a straight surface like this is quite uncomfortable. Also, I was 3D printing it, and because it's pretty much just a long slab, it ended up smiling slightly. I don't think it hurts much, because I just have like those two reference points. But I don't know. I would prefer it to be entirely straight, entirely flat. I'm still quite far away. How does this one work? Is it still slower? Or rather, is this one still faster? Oh, I think I haven't said the other thing. I was saying that I was ordering some things. Will this be high enough? I don't know. I was ordering some things, and like one was the new wheel for the bench grinder. The other one, or set of other ones, is a bunch of cords, and I will choose one of them for the dressing gown. And the last thing is a bigger bottle of CA glue, because I was figuring out a bit yesterday and today the way to make use of those tissue boxes, or make the rim for the tissue boxes. I was trying to print some kind of border for this. Do I have one of those? I don't think so. But yeah, I was trying to print an edge, like a border for those boxes, and just cut off the lid, cut it open, because when you cut it open, the edges are a bit flimsy. So I need something to strengthen them. And 3D printing that works, like the 3D printed part works fairly well, but 3D printing process is quite slow. Especially considering the fact that I can only fit one of those borders on the 3D printer. So I was thinking that I will probably just use those popsicle sticks and just glue them to the sides. They are fairly easy to cut. I can just cut them with those small side cutters. I was already trying that. And yeah, I could just glue them to the sides in here, to the front, one to the front, and maybe one like this to provide some way of ensuring that there is a right angle. And then I could probably just staple some piece of ribbon in the front to provide some kind of handle. And then that entire process should be fairly quick and should produce a usable small drawer. So I will finally be able, I should at least, if it works properly, if it works as I think it will, I should have a way to finally convert all of those tissue boxes that I've been accumulating into something useful. And then I will have to figure out a cheap, preferably free way to have some kind of shelves, maybe, or just some kind of layers. Maybe a plywood, if I have some leftover plywood, to have like actually stacks of those boxes, because I don't want to have just one layer. That would be quite wasteful of the space. So yeah, I would like to have like combinations of those boxes. Maybe some pillars. I could make even out of wood some pillars. Then on them there would be a layer of probably plywood, or maybe some. I think I should have some LDF. Yeah, MDF is like medium density fiberboard, and LDF is low density. So yeah, I think I should have some LDF laying around in the garage, so I could use those I hope they will be strong enough. They wouldn't bend over time. It wouldn't be a lot of weight. So maybe, probably they won't. I hope they won't. Is it quicker? Hard to tell. Maybe a little. And yeah, you can definitely see. Probably not on camera because that's quite shiny and quite small. But yeah, closer to the edge. The closer to the edge I go, the like rounder it gets. And it's more round on this side. Probably that's why it was out of square. Maybe at this stage I should be doing that with the sandpaper. Okay, sandpaper in here, maybe 180. I also have 80, but it's not in a very good shape. And 120, maybe 120. I'm not entirely sure how to cut it. Will this be good? And then I could wrap it around the stone. It will probably still produce an end that's rising a bit. And it would be good to avoid that. Yeah, sandpaper has a problem that it's not laying completely flat. The edges will probably end up slightly rounded, but at least I should get rid of bulk of the material from the middle, from the inside. What happened in here? It's still slightly weird, but I think it's better now. Ad starts in a couple of seconds. Yeah, it probably doesn't cut very well anymore. I think it is working a bit quicker than just the stone. So let's take another piece. very slowly getting there. This is quite tiring. Like this area on the base of my thumb a bit hurts a bit, a tiny bit. What happened to the music? Loading. Do I have internet problems? Doesn't it look like it? Zero drop frames. Also, I should clock in. I should remember to clock in into everything. Because the edge is slightly rounded, it's hard to see how far I am. Probably a tiny bit off. I think I'm already running the edge, so like the very edge. So I should probably go back to this stone now. How does it look now? I think I'm getting fairly close. I think I still want to try this one again. Now seems like a good opportunity to see if it's actually slower already. I'm not sure if it's faster or slower. So if I'm not sure, probably doesn't matter that much. But yeah, all the edges are definitely rounded a bit. but it should be easier to get them to the same level now. Is it loading again? Yeah, it's loading again. I think I had some internet issues today, and I thought that they stopped. Maybe not quite. Of course, the pretzel screen is okay, not anymore. Play. And we'll see how it works. I think it will take ages. I'm not sure if the sandpaper did much. It was removing stuff, removing material, but I think at the same time it was rounding the edge a bit too much. So in the end it ended up kind of the same. Okay. I will continue that, but right now my thumbs hurt a bit, so I will move on to sharpening the chisels probably. Okay, looks like all of these scratches from the bottom are gone. I should probably wash it finally. And that's ways away from the edge. Or actually, I'm not sure which one is the edge I'm sharpening now. But I think the one in the middle. Or the surface, the facet I'm putting in. At this point, there would be a burr on the outside, on the bottom side. So I think I am putting this facet in the middle. So either I continue like that until I get to the edge, or I could make the angle a bit steeper. I will continue like that, because steeper angle will eventually just end up being vertical. Getting close. Very close. Almost there. Also, it's not exactly equal, not even. On the right side, this right side, I'm a bit more away from the edge than on the left side. Yeah, and here on this corner I'm practically on the edge. Yeah, the last bit is always the worst. Getting there. Looks like I'm roughly half the way of the chisel, half the width. Maybe I should wait with all of that until I have a working grinder, because then I would be able to just put a whole grind into all the edges, and with the stones I would be just working on the edges, like a hollow grind into all the bevels. But yeah, I'm past the half point. A bit to it. 2/3 probably. Still a bit more. Or probably a lot more. Okay, now an untouched edge is right on the end. Probably from this point. from here. Is it gone now? Not quite. Almost. Hello, Wilson. I'm doing some sharpening, and I hate sharpening. I could probably wait with all of the sharpening until I get the new wheel for the bench grinder, so that then I would be able to put a hollow grind into all of the bevels. Maybe not all of them, because this one I'm a bit scared. This is an expensive knife, expensive blade, expensive iron. That's the word I was looking for. This is an expensive iron, so I'm a bit scared to use a bench grinder on it. But other tools, other edges, I do probably want to put a hollow grind into them, and then on the stones I would be just touching the edges, like the edge, and then this inner step. Big steps. Yeah, I have the bench grinder already. I cleaned it. It's pretty much ready to be used, but it of course needs a new wheel, and that will hopefully arrive tomorrow. And then even tomorrow, I'm not sure if I want to use it tomorrow, because I will have to dress it off stream, or at least outside from here, because it's supposedly very messy, and I don't want to put a lot of wheel dust into the workshop, and also into my lungs. And doing this outside would provide much better ventilation, because it's the outside. So I'm not sure how I want to do it. I'm not sure how long that takes, because if it was super short, then maybe I could just make a break on stream, because I want to install it and everything on stream in front of the camera, but then I want to dress it outside, like physically outside of the workshop. So if it takes very short, if it's very quick, then maybe I could just make a break on stream and then go outside, dress the wheel, and then come inside and start actually using the wheel. But if it's a fairly long process, then I will have to do it like off stream when I'm flying, probably on Wednesday. So that would mean I wouldn't be able to use the bench grinder tomorrow. So I'm not even sure what I want to do tomorrow. I haven't even thought about that much. I don't really have any plans. I guess I could always go back to knitting because these socks are still not finished. I've been making just one sock for over 3 months. Not continuously, of course, but still. Or probably even 4 months. Because I started, I think, early in December. And that's still only one sock, not one pair of socks. But now I think about it, I have a working 3D printer now. I finally fixed it. And yesterday I thought that it didn't work, but I don't know. Maybe failed print was just a fluke, or there was something wrong with the filament, like you know, it got stuck and didn't want to go into the like feeding mechanism. But yeah, I did some more tests and looks like it's working after all. So, if I have a working 3D printer, then I could try finally to print the sock knitting machine. I will have to buy some needles. And then find some 3D files. Is it all the way up to the edge? Also, I think this is way out of square. Well. It was definitely more square before. I will fix that eventually with future sharpenings. Almost there. I don't think I will do it for much longer because I'm already quite tired of all this sharpening. Okay, I wanted to straighten that and I think I overshot it. But just a bit. Okay, that's ready. Then I was thinking about taking care of this one. Because I could use this plane. I could use this plane for the stairs. And we will have to step out for a moment. It's fine. Don't stress about it at all. Ad starting soon. Okay, I think it's like with this kind of plane, it's supposed to be at the same angle that that a normal plane is at. And this is way off. Well, there is also a taper in here. Yeah, I don't think this is that helpful for this kind of iron. I think I will have to grind that on the grinder. So that goes back in. And I will try the other one. How about a taper in here? This is much smaller taper this way. So maybe this will work a bit better. I don't even know if this plane works at all. Like if to say it's much, because this is supposed to put a tongue into some wooden edge, and this is supposed to make a matching groove, so that when you put them together, the surface would be flat. And I don't know if that will be the case. I never actually tried that plane. Okay, this side is flat all the way, this one isn't. Getting better, slightly. I think for this other iron I will have to probably make some, or actually I think this is supposed to be the reference surface, so it would be fine to just use it like that, which means it's really way off. What did I do with the other iron? That was loud. Okay. The flat spot is getting slightly bigger, gradually bigger. I think I will do this for like 10 more minutes, and then I will just end for today and play some Minecraft. And sharpening for today, because my fingers are a bit tired of it. I will probably continue this tomorrow. I'm still not sure how am I gonna use the bed grinder. I guess I would have to be sitting on the other side of the workbench, or standing on the other side of the workbench, because I can't put it in here. It has to have it has to be on the right side, so I can't put it in here because I have a vise in here. I guess the only way is for it to stay in here on this corner, and then I would have to be standing on the other side of the workbench, facing the opposite way. But I guess it will be quite convenient for camera, for like view from the side. It's almost flat all of the way. A bit on the edge in here. And I will have to finally finish my sewing bench. Like, put some top on it, because right now it's just the legs, and this is not very useful. I was putting our particle board over top, but then I use this particle board for this shelf. So I like right now it's not usable at all. That's another thing I will have to do before starting to take care of the stair steps. Start making the new stair steps. It's almost up to the edge. It's still a little bit off, and I think I want to make it actually all the way. So a bit more sharpening, a bit more grinding. Or maybe a lot more. I'm not entirely sure how deep that site is. How deep that low spot is. Well, it is quite possible that I would still be doing that for a very long time. So let's just give up on that. Do a couple of passes on the other side. Now I can move on to this stone. Still holding the same angle. Okay, that's fine. And then some stropping. First on the back side. Then in here. Yeah, looks like it works quite well. So this side would be ready. And then maybe tomorrow, depending on the on the wheel for the grinder, maybe I will take care of the other side, because the other side would definitely needs grinding, very heavy grinding. And then I will also take care of the rest, do more sharpening, much more sharpening. And eventually I will also have to finally flatten the sole. I was planning on doing that today, but yeah, it didn't work out. So yeah, that's enough sharpening. 2.5 hours of sharpening, and I didn't do much progress. I guess it was mostly grinding, even not sharpening. But yeah, that's... I had broken gloves. They didn't help much. Okay, here, this is done for today at least. I should probably Prism Launcher actually start. Lower, and I believe the left side should have an entire like chimney pipe in here. Right side is us, and then on the bottom the handle of that foreplane should be visible. I think that was roughly the frame I was using before. Yeah, it's probably fine. Maybe a bit low, or I'm a bit low, so the camera would be a bit high. But also, the camera could probably be a bit closer. There is probably too much background. But also, on the other hand, I'm moving quite a bit, like I'm turning my chair. So, I don't know, like if the camera was closer, yeah, Minecraft. If the camera was closer, I got tired of the sharpening. My fingers got tired, like my joints hurt. So yeah, if the frame was, if the camera was closer, frame was closer onto my face, I could be constantly going out of frame as I move. Maybe it could be a bit closer. A bit closer and lower. Something like this maybe. Now I'm not sure if it's not too low, but oh, it will just stay like that. Ad starting soon. Okay, so what was I doing yesterday? Or not yesterday, last time. It was a couple of days ago. I was doing this, and next thing I wanted to do, I think, are the gems themselves. And also, I wanted to improve that. I'm not sure if I don't want to move it somewhere. Where is source production? Enchanting magical equipment source. Source and agronomic source link. It says nearby jars, 5 blocks, 15 blocks, within 15 blocks. So what does it mean that it grows within 15 blocks? That it's 15 every direction? And also, is it a circle or is it 32 by 32 square? Or maybe even a cube? Did I say 32? I meant 30. 30 by 30 by 30 cube? If so, then maybe I could do multiple layers. How difficult is that to make? 30 by 30, that's a lot. Maybe I could dedicate one chunk to it. Or 4 chunks, I meant. 4 chunks. And then in the middle there would be this agronomic source link. I assume I'm not already making harvesters in here. If I did, they would probably end up on the second floor. And also, I'm not even sure if I want to finish that, because this is this kind of big building I was talking about some time ago, that I have a tendency to make a big, like huge buildings with everything, or maybe sometimes with nothing at all. But yeah, huge buildings, and then I'm just dedicating everything to that one building, and usually I'm not even finishing it. So I think I would like something smaller, many smaller buildings. Okay, I'm not making any harvesters, so harvester. This requires andesite alloy, iron plates, and andesite casing. And assuming this would be not 15 by 15, it would be, yeah, it would be 15 by 15. And the length of the arm would have to be 7. Seven, 14 for 2. Do I want to make 4? Right away. I don't want to put away all of them. 4. Okay, then andesite alloys I need 4 more. 24 by times 4, it's 80, 96 minus 64, complicated math. 1.5 stack. And the plates that I assume is just from 1 iron ingot. So I need 24 times 2, 48. 48 iron ingots. Almost perfectly. And then a press. I don't think there is a press in here. What is that? Easter egg. No press. Any more gifts in here? Okay, now this, and this. Harvesters. Then I need mechanical bearings, right? And windmill bearings. Bearing, radar bearing. I will have to look into that later, someday, maybe. This. And this. One windmill bearing. Actually, no, I need 4 windmill bearings. And then 4 mechanical bearings. And this. Now go back there, maybe with a hippogriff. This, this, and this. Mechanical bearing. What is that? Silver, gold. This is one block. Okay. So now where to put it? Maybe somewhere close in here. No, the terrain is not perfect. Maybe I could just make them flying. Or make some kind of towers, pillars. I would need 4 circular pills. Oh, 4 circular fields. Okay, how to turn on chunk borders? It was F3 plus G, I think. I don't think I'm able to make that combination here. Yeah, I need a different keyboard, normal keyboard. F3 plus G. Okay, so where do I want to put it? Okay, I had some issues and they are gone now. Maybe in here. So I would assume the back of the back wall of this building could be somewhere in here. So right next to it could be the first field. Here would be the first, second, third and fourth. Or maybe going this way, because this is a bit flatter. So this would be the first. Here. This is going quite high. And here. How about this? This is fairly flat. This is going a bit low, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I think it should be fine. What's happening with the mouse right now? Okay, I need some dirt. A lot of dirt. And I said that I want first field in here, then second one in here. Okay, let's flatten the area a bit. Maybe one more layer. I could make everything at this level. Which one is that? 76. And also, what's wrong with the rocket shoes? They shouldn't work like that. It should be pressing jump key in the air. So yeah, it should be in the air. I'm not in the air. Then I should probably make this looking more natural. Okay, this should be fine. And now in here. And this will have to just stay like that. Okay, so the fields. They would have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be the first one. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think one block space, and this ends up perfectly. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and block in here. What is this? Easter egg, another one. Do they do anything? not nourishing enough to improve your health. Any like hidden benefit? Now in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in here. This is 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This ends up on the chunk border. Then one block space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in here. Now they are all on the same level. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, chunk border, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is a chunk border, this is correct. And now one block space, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there a measuring tape in here? Tape? No. Measuring. Distance. No. Didn't I have some kind of tape measure? I vaguely recall making something like that. Maybe it was on a different modpack. Okay, I don't see anything in here. And also nothing in here. Maybe it was a curriculum container, like it has a kind of similar arrangement. I think it's also made out of wool, and like yellow stuff and black stuff. Okay, so I assume there is no tape measure in here. I'm not sure about the size right now, like about the proper circle. This will probably be good. I will have to just verify this probably with the actual mechanical bearing, the actual harvesting arm. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1. Okay, so that's one field. Now the other one in here. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the chunk border. This should also be on the chunk border. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one block away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now in here. This will be on the border. This one block away. What in the deuce are you building? Fields. Like basically this thing, but slightly better, marginally better. Okay, I shouldn't go through those fields. I want 4 fields of them, of those berries. Where are they? Over there. 4 fields of those berries, and then in the middle I want this agronomic source link that will be collecting mana, basically. We'll be collecting mana from the growth of those berries, and then I also want to collect them, and then process them with mycelium, mycelial source link. This generates generates mana from food. And sourceberry foods are worth far more than mundane foods. Sourceberry food. So I wonder if those rolls, sourceberry, yeah, like sourceberry pie, sourceberry roll. Well, this requires milk. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Quite complicated. Well, this is not very complicated. Sourceberry cookie. So this probably should generate more source than just wheat, or like let's say just bread and sourceberry. I assume it would. So maybe I will dedicate one of those fields for growing wheat. I'm out of dirt. I don't need that. Okay, here 2, 1, 2 and 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2 and 2. And in here, okay, that's another field. And now here, the last one. One block space in here. One space in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this up to trunk border 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ran out of dirt again. That was quick. One, two. Two. One. And two. Wait, this is not correct. 1, 2. Break this, this, and this. One, two. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. Now in here. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1. So now that's all of them, and I can install the mechanical bearings. Actually, I should probably make some sort of frame. Or maybe at least a block. Also, it needs some water. I have already water. Block. What do I want to use for that? Dirt, terracotta. Probably wood. Maybe oak, just oak planks. Okay, now water. Wood. And then I need trapdoors. Actually, do I want to make this out of trapdoors? It would probably look better if these were stairs, because I want the interface on top and the edge in here. Yeah, go back, make stairs. Looks like I used up all the wood, all the planks. Okay, that should be enough. Or maybe I want them offset. Like the harvesters would be in the center and those stairs would be one block back. So I would start in here. And then harvesters in front. Something like this. And then the mechanical bearing. Maybe in here. I don't need those chunk borders anymore. At least for now, but maybe I will leave them because I want to see where are the chunk borders for the interfaces. I don't think I can put an interface in here on diagonal. That probably wouldn't work. And it's a shame because that would be quite convenient. Okay, so one is done. Now in here. And the last one. Looks like I'm not very good at math. How did that happen? I think I had 28, right? And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 14, 28. I have 28, right? No idea what happened to the rest. Or maybe... No, I made 24. Yeah, I'm missing 4. That makes sense. So I'm actually not good at math. What do I need for 4 more? Okay, teleport. So, here, this, and this. And do I have glue? Maybe in here. Okay, I do have glue. Okay, now that should be working. And I need windmill bearings. I wonder how much sails do I need. Well, I can use those, or just oak planks. Or can I do walls? No. Just a fence. Maybe fence wouldn't be too horrible. I need some sticks for that. I assume one is not enough, right? How do I activate it even? Right click bearing with empty hand to attach the structure. Okay, so this is probably not enough. How about this? Maybe 3, maybe not like this. Okay, good enough. Also, this doesn't connect, which is not great. A minimum of 8 required. Okay. I think it will look maybe quite stupid. But I could do something like this. And now another one in here. One up. This one doesn't work. Okay, let's test this. Do I have a hole in here? In here maybe? I think it should reach in here. Does it need a like a clear path, straight path of Farmont? Or maybe the radius is different than I thought? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's only 4? Okay, in that case... I would have to put one in here, probably. This one should reach 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this would reach everything, and like this would reach everywhere. Here. And back in here. This does look quite stupid. Okay, here, here, here. Now this should stay. And on this side. Now I could turn it on. And in that case I have to do the same in here. This would be 2 blocks from the edge. So 1, 2, here, 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 and here. Now this will be a bit more complicated. These are 2 blocks. 1, 2, here, 1, 2, and this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and in here this. And here 1, 2, 3, 3, and here, and that should be everything. I think I should do the sails first. This is 3 up. One, 2, 3. And here, 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 and here. I will also have to add some kind of inventory. Some kind of inventory and the interface itself. This shouldn't be in here. On which side I want to add the interface? I'm not sure about this side because this is on a separate chunk. So it could cause some problems. But if I added this in here, I wouldn't have any path in here. Let's do 4 interfaces. Shoot. I should have some way to order them remotely, like order everything from here. Four interfaces and then some kind of barrels maybe? No? Do I have barrels in here? I do have barrels in here. Here and here. So now I have to stop this, not like that. Oh. I thought that I was picking stuff from the ground. And I was quite surprised that there is so much dirt on the ground. Okay, so interface is supposed to go in here. Oh, right, I forgot that interface needs 1 block gap. So they have to be on the outside. On every field, they have to be on the outside. Well, I will worry about that later. And the barrel can be in here, 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 and here. Then glue this with this, and this with that. And that's everything. So they should all be ready. I can put also some water in here. Basic fluid tank here and here. This is already filled. This is also already filled. this will have to wait for the sales. How many sales do I have? 6. I have to make more. Peaceful Moon. So I need 16. Exactly enough. What is this? Large sail, immersive aircraft. Here. Wait, what? It doesn't need any kind of wool? Sail frame. That's interesting. I thought that sail frames were just unfilled, like normal sails. Apparently it's just a cosmetic difference. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this also works. Now the last one. 2. And the last one. Now some glue. Here to here, here to here, and here to here, and the other one. I wonder how many degrees it's in the workshop right now, because it feels quite cold. Probably below 20. Okay, now start. Here and here. This still doesn't look like it's working. Maybe it's just a visual thing. I hope. And start this one. Now I can use source berries. How many do I have even? Source berries, quite a few. Source berries and then the agronomic source link in the middle. I think it should work. It should gather the source from all the berries. And I was also saying that maybe I should dedicate one of those fields to wheat. I'm not entirely sure what would be more efficient, because wheat will produce less source by growing, but it should probably, I assume, it should produce more source with the food consuming source link. And that should be everything. Wow, that consumed a lot of source berries. I will have to make the interfaces and already start gathering the berries in that case. And also how to make this source link. Another one. What is this? Alchemical source link. Well, source. Volcanic. Vitalic. What is vitalic? Alchemical. Agronomic. I don't have source gems. And what was the other thing? Interfaces. Interfaces. Here. No. Shoot. Then I could also use more chutes for each of those, and some kind of containers, maybe barrels. Barrel, 4 of them. It would be in here. At this height? Yeah. Second block. Now this. Not like that. Then the chute. And the barrel. Now the same in here. And not in here. Here. Chute. And it's time to end the stream. Okay, another one would have to be in here. Or I could also do it in here, but I think this is more convenient. More convenient of a space. Here. Chute. And an interface. And the last one in here. Why is this like that? Is it unfinished? It shouldn't dry out, right? Okay, so the rest of that, the like agronomic source link, source jars, and all the probably relays to distribute source, I will do that tomorrow. Yeah, I will put everything, all of that in the middle, and hopefully it will gather the source from that entire area. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow for... What do I want to do tomorrow? Probably some more sharpening. What did I do? Well, whatever. Probably some more sharpening, and hopefully I will be able to use the bench grinder, and then after that some more Minecraft. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye.